Rabbit Day. Today is February the 1st of 2021. Tomorrow will be Groundhog Day, so we're just doing all sorts of furry little rodents right now, aren't we? How often can you say that you can still wear something from high school? Because I discovered that I can still wear something of mine. My mortarboard. I dug this out and dusted it off the other day.
Uh-oh! You look crazy!
Class of 88. Of course, I've got it on the right, so after I graduated, it should be on this side over here. I cannot sit here and talk and have this thing flapping around without thinking of a very specific Three Stooges short.
L-lay-lay, L-dee-lee, L-I-licky-lie, L-lo-lo, licky-lie-lo, L-u-loo. Curly's a dope.
Curly's a dope. So after graduating in like May or June of 1988, and then having the summer, I enrolled in college and started attending the University of North Alabama. December of 1988, this magazine comes out. Robin's Blue Christmas with Robin Givens asking, why does everyone hate me? Also, Roy Orbison up here, who my parents actually saw in concert. My mom saw him in concert before he started wearing dark glasses and got up and walked out. That's her story. But anyway, December 19th, 1988, and it says right there, Ghostbusters 2. If you turn to page 64 of this issue, you'll see a little layout of Ernie and Harold and Ivan and Dan and Bill as they are outside of the museum because Ernie's got the cud meter in his hand. So this is 88. That was one of the first GB2 specific props that I ever saw. I didn't realize it for many years. I think I've got one of those cameras that's around Bill Murray's neck there. But it was these little pictures over here that kind of captured my attention. Especially this one right there, if I can get it without the glare on it, of Bill Murray in the trench coat and fedora. Now, I already had this fedora that I'd bought when I was 11 years old, the same year that Raiders of the Lost Ark came out, and it still fits more or less. So that's why I don't think my head's grown too big for my mortarboard. If it hasn't grown since I was 11, it hasn't grown in 40 years. It hasn't grown since I was 18. And I wore this in some commercials right around the time that I started having kids. As a matter of fact, I appeared as Alabama Smith in some local TV commercials.
Alabama Smith here. I'm searching for the Lost Kids WB cartoons. Hidden as they may be, this secret text should lead me to them. According to this, they're all fantastic creatures of wit and mischief.
But after seeing that photo of Murray in the black fedora and black trench coat, I really wanted to get some of those. So, for Christmas of 88 and or birthday early January 89, I did get a black fedora. This is not the box it came in. This is actually a recent hat box that my mom gave me. So I guess I'm a hat box Ghostbuster now. And this is a London Fog hat. And the interior lining's starting to fall apart a little bit there. But, oh yeah, black hat. Much nicer. And I got this Hart Schaffner and Marks black trench coat. Now, this is says Chicago and New York. One, a city where my dad lived, and one, a city where they filmed Ghostbusters. Now, this is double-breasted, and it's not accurate to the one we see in the photo. It's also black. Well, I'm colorblind. I'm looking at a black and white photo of a dark trench coat. I just kind of assumed it was black. Then I see behind the scenes footage, which was shot the same day as those photos from People magazine, and it's clearly not a black trench coat.
Hey, New York, are you ready to rock and roll? There's definitely something going on in that studio. The PKE levels were just out of sight.
So ironically, even though this magazine article made me buy 2 pieces of clothing, neither one of them appear in Ghostbusters 2. I mean, the jacket's wrong, and although he wore the fedora on set, he never actually wears it in the film. He can be seen in some behind-the-scenes footage wearing it.
How many people are from out of town? Can we hear from you folks? Yeah! How many people from New York City? Can we hear from you? the hell out of the tourists, huh?
So while I was in college, I had this crazy idea that I was going to take some of that electronic press kit footage, which at the time I just called it the HBO making of special. And also I had a clip of Dan Aykroyd being interviewed about the movie Wired, which he's not involved in, the movie about John Belushi. And he was saying he was going to put out all of his hell energies against this movie. And I thought, okay, so I'm gonna take the scene where Bill Murray is saying, let's go beat up the tourist. I'm gonna splice me in as a tourist being beaten up by somebody dressed up like Bill Murray, shot them over the shoulder. I thought my brother-in-law kind of looked like Murray from the back. And then this guy decides he's going to make his own movie about Ghostbusters or the making of Ghostbusters 2 or whatever. And then Aykroyd is trying to stop it. So that was my crazy idea. And it died of boring. I just didn't have the resources at the time to do it. So I did get use out of the black fedora, though, because 1998, matter of fact, the day before Orion was born, I got asked to play Elwood Blues in a commercial.
My brother Jake and I were on a mission to find the best deal on a new car or truck, without any of the song and dance you usually have to put up with. Word on the street was that Tri-State Motors of Iuka was the best place to find a quality vehicle at a price that don't leave you feeling violated. They're a good bunch of folks at Tri-State Motors, and they have a top-notch service department that, like, even Jake seems to appreciate. Tri-State Motors in Iuka. Remember them the next time you're on a mission to find a good deal on a new car or truck.
And then, funnily enough, both my fedoras appeared in one commercial without me. My friends Scott and Wes wore them in a Dragnet-themed commercial.
And there you have it, case closed, just the facts. Tri-State Motors in Iuka.
Now, the funny thing is, I don't really remember Jack Webb and Harry Morgan wearing fedoras in Dragnet. I saw some episodes. I won't claim that I've seen every episode, but I kind of wonder if the director, Bill, might not have been thinking of the Dan Aykroyd portrayal of Joe Friday, who did wear hats a little more often.
0.10, 0.20, 0.22, 0.24, 0.26, 0.50, 0.70, 0.80.
Then skip forward to, about 2012. I had a flight suit. I had some costume pieces. I actually already had a lifeguard too. But I still didn't have a proton pack. And an event was coming up in Birmingham, Alabama, about 2 hours away from me, that Robin Shelby was going to be at. I'd never met her. I really wanted to go to this. And I wanted to do something GB2 specific, but I was kind of racking my brain and don't know where I got the inspiration for it, but I said, put on the flight suit, put on the black fedora that I bought all those years ago to cosplay as Bill Murray and wasn't actually able to use, and find myself a blue down vest. So I got this off eBay. Seemed to be a pretty good match to the one that he's wearing. And threw together a black pistol belt and the lifeguard, like I say, and I said this will be my GB2 specific outfit to wear to meet Robin Shelby. Parenthetically, I might add that when you're wearing a black t-shirt and jeans under a flight suit, under a down vest with a black hat on, you tend to sweat a lot when it's the summer in Alabama and you're indoors. One thing that I thought would really complete the outfit would have been a bullhorn. And I looked for one. I tried to find one. Wes, that was in the Dragnet commercial, had used one when we did a Wicket's Zombie Fun Day.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I said, hey, where did you get that bullhorn at? And he said, I just borrowed it from somebody. So we couldn't track it down in time for the Alabama Phoenix Festival to meet Robin Shelby. But it was kind of in the back of my brain. A bullhorn would really make this, recognizable. I needn't have worried. I actually had people, not just the Alabama Ghostbusters, point to me at the convention and go, that's so obscure, I love that. And I'm like, wow, they actually know the electronic press kit for Ghostbusters and are recognizing this outfit. So that was 9 years ago, I guess. Wow, time has just flown. And in all this time, I've still thought in the back of my brain, I should have had a bullhorn. Well, recently I've been doing a lot of video editing where I've been looking at the electronic press kit, and I've been seeing clips of that bullhorn over and over and realized, well, the one that Bill Murray's carrying is the same one that Ivan Reitman's carrying, and this assistant director's carrying what appears to be the same one. I wonder if I could figure out what it is. So then I looked at some photos on the Spook Central website, including some of the GB2 press kit photos. You know, I recently got that GB2 press kit. There's over 100 photos for that press kit, and he's got scans of a bunch of them on the website. You only get like, I think 3 or 4 when you buy one. But one of them was Ivan Reitman holding this bullhorn. So I zoomed in on that. I looked at the video clips. I started browsing around on the internet with what I thought was the brand name, and I got a pretty good hit for it. There were 2 of them on eBay at the time. One of them was way out of my price range. The other one actually was more complete. It had the box, it had the instructions, it was cheaper. And I messaged that seller and I said, is this actually functional? She said, oh yeah, it's been tested, it works. I'm like, interesting, interesting. But I waited until that auction ended, and then it got relisted, and still I was waiting. And then I noticed that the more expensive one got sold. So I was like, I don't know. Maybe in about a week or 2 when I've paid these other bills, I might, you know, make a purchase on that. And then one morning, I get an offer from the seller with a discount. It was 11% off the price, I think it was, which dropped it down enough that I thought, yeah, okay, that brings it more into the realm of possibility. And I looked to see if there was a make counter offer option. There was not. So I just went ahead and bought that one. There's the instructions. Got some styrofoam clinging to it at the moment. Hang on. Now, the way that they had the strap looped over the bell, it was kind of blocking the first letter. So I was like, well, I see the Anon. I'm not sure what the first letter is, but in doing my searches, I was pretty sure that it said Fanon. And the one that seemed to really look like the one they were holding was the MP-5 model. And I double checked it from several angles and everything. This is kind of heavy, as if it's got batteries inside of it. Hang on a second. Push open. All right, well, there's the batteries. Well, it's got a bunch in there, all right. How do you turn it on? Oh, I think you turn it on like that. Very cool. Ooh, sorry, feedback. Let's not play with that right now. It's got little styrofoam beads all over it. How many of you people from out of town? How many of you people from here in New York City? What do you say we just beat the hell out of the tourists, huh? Now to loop this strap over the bell like they had it in the movie. It should be pretty accurate. There we go. So I wound up saving, I think, $5 off of it, but in the immortal words of Dan Aykroyd,
Every little bit helps.
Thank you for watching.